Allahu Akbar.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, brothers and sisters. I'll give big thanks to the icna and MAS organization for inviting me here to Baltimore to speak. The topic I was asked to speak about was Native American Muslim roots and history. Given that topic, I've been doing a lot of thinking and doing some research, and there really is not a lot to speak about in regards to history with Native Americans and Islam. Like the brother introduced me, my name is Louis Butcher Jr. I'm known within the Ummah as Brother Bashir. I converted to Islam in September 2001. So I'm going to give a little story on that because I've told the story about a million times. I know I'm going to tell it about another million times. I converted in 2001, September 21st. I was a baptized Episcopalian. On the reservations, you find a lot of churches. They've been there for quite a long time. A lot of missionaries, converting my people to their churches. So I was baptized in an Episcopalian church. Because before I converted, I really got back into the church. So I was doing a lot of Bible study and attending church every Sunday, involved in hermeneutics and all of that. I met a brother, an African American brother who converted to Islam himself. So we got to, visit while we worked. And there's one day he mentioned to me that he asked me, "Did you know that there are some Native American Muslims?" So I said, "No, I didn't know that." So that really drew some interest in me. So I started doing some reading, doing some comparative religion between Islam and Christianity. And the more I read, the more interested I became in Islam, because in our traditional ways, there are a lot of similarities between Islam and our what we call Native American spirituality. That connection we have with our Creator and all living beings and everything that was created by our sole Creator, Allah Subhanahu wa Taala. Before I converted, I didn't know Him as Allah Subhanahu wa Taala. I knew Him as our Creator or as God. So as I read more and more, it was it really touched my heart. Everything that Islam taught about being a human being, having good character, morals and manners, etiquettes, and how you treat others, how you treat other beings, animals, even nature. And that's what our traditional ways teaches, to believe in our Creator, to believe in Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala. So I had my mind made up after I studied for a couple months, 2-3 months or so. And then September 11th happened. 9/11 occurred. And by that time I had my mind made up that I wanted to become a Muslim. So as events unfolded, I kind of stepped back in my mind, and I told myself, well, let me sit back and wait till the dust settles and see what happens. Then I want to see if I still want to become a Muslim. But I thought about it, and being a Native American, I'm full-blooded Lakota. And all the things that our people have been, going through, all this genocide, oppression, everything, for hundreds and hundreds of years. I've seen what the Muslims are going through with 9/11. So, okay. Sound better? Okay, all right, thank you. So, you know, I made my mind up that I want to become a Muslim. And I've seen everything that Muslims are going through. So in my heart, I could see, you know, I could empathize with what Muslims are going through, because that's some of the things that we're going through as Native Americans, what we're still going through today. So I told a brother, I'm ready to take my Shahada. He's like, are you sure? So I said, yeah, I'm ready to take my Shahada. So, Jazakallah. So it was like on Salatul Jummah on September 21st, 2011, I took my Shahada, and I became a Muslim. And I went through a lot being a native Muslim, you know. There was a lot of things that I was accused of, you know, no offense to anybody. One of the things that, you know, really upset me was like, you know, asking me, you know, why I'm a Muslim, and all the stuff that's associated with terrorism, and wanting to be black, and all the stuff I went through after I converted, because it's out of ignorance. People don't, even today, you know, people don't understand what Islam is about. You know, Islam is a way of life. This Deen of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is a way of life, much like our spiritual ways in our native traditions. It's a way of life. So there are a lot of similarities between native spirituality and Islam. You know, and about a year or two after I converted, I met a brother. I never met him in person, but I contacted him, and he was part Native American and part Hispanic. He was based in California. He had his own dawah organization. It was called Native American and Spanish-speaking Islamic Outreach. So I looked to him as like a mentor. But that relationship didn't last very long, because he passed away. So, you know, as far as, you know, Muslim roots for me as a Native American, you know, he was like a mentor I wanted to have, because, you know, he was, you know, like a part of me. But like I said, that relationship didn't last very long. It was a good relationship, but, you know, he passed on, you know. So it's good to see a lot of you. This is the first time I've been in a large gathering of Muslims. I've been through a lot of, like, you know, Eid festivals and stuff, but not, you know, with places with so many Muslims. You know, it's good to see you all. You know, and you know. Yeah, and I have a family. I have, you know, my wife. She converted in 2012. She's also full-blooded Native American. We have. We had we were blessed with two beautiful daughters. We have one is 26 months old, and one she'll be 3 weeks old on Monday. So, you know, it's really good, you know, to be here, you know, be amongst a huge gathering of my brothers and sisters in faith, but yet still missing my bebelas. You know, that's how we say babe in our language, my bebelas. You know, so like I said, I really wanted to share a lot about Islamic history with Native Americans, but, you know, there's really not a lot, you know, because Islam is pretty new to Native American Muslims. You know, I think in South Dakota, I might say I'm probably the only Muslim in the state of South Dakota who's Native American. But there are like a lot of brothers and sisters in Canada who are converting, and there are other Native American Muslims here in the United States. I wish there was more here with me, but inshallah, someday, you know, this icna, this Islamic Circle of Native North America, becomes the Islamic Circle of Native Americans, inshallah. You know. So, you know, I know we're not, you know, some of the similarities that I like to touch on is like, you know, like the virtues that we have in Islam. A lot of that is taught in the Native American ways. So, okay, so. You know, I'm not gonna, I wish I could make you laugh like the previous speaker did, but, you know, I got 1 minute to speak, so. But it's a blessing to be here. I wish I had more time to speak and more to share, but, you know, reach out to other minorities. There was something I seen on Facebook today from one of my friends, like, you know, Islam is the most diverse community faith amongst all of the faiths. And looking at that, there are, a lot of minority Muslims. And, Native Americans, we only stood for like 1% or less of that. But, inshallah, we're growing. We're growing. There's going to be more of us, and hopefully, inshallah, you'll hear more of us, other than myself. Again, I want to say thanks to, the convention organizers and to everybody here for, taking the time to listen to me and, being here, just, supporting this organization. So with that, I'm closed, and I want to say thank you again. Jazakallah khair. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.